how technologies are impacting the manufacturing and pacing them towards Industry 4.0.
Thanks, Manish. Good evening, and thank you all for the time. Really look forward to learn more and elaborate. As you know, it's a very complex industry, manufacturing. A lot of moving parts, plant, machinery, assets, people, challenges internal as well as external. And we know how dynamic the situation is. There are some which can be controlled internally by the organization. There are some which are unpredictable or dynamic. We have to see. So the context of today's discussion is given that it's a dynamic kind of industry environment. How can organizations equip themselves, in terms of being ready with a platform or with an AI-based approach to kind of quickly able to respond or proactively address some of these things. Now we know there are challenges on the supply chain side for them. How do you manage the supply chain resilience, the risk of the supplier collaboration, onboarding, tariffs, so on. When you look at your customers, whether it's your primary customers like dealers, distributors, or your end customers that you deal with in the industry. Everybody wants to get closer to the customers, the life cycle of the customers, the customer experience journey. That's again an aspect that continuously you are trying to hyper-personalize the engagement kind of go on. When you look at the engineering or product development side of it, depending on the sub-vertical that you are, it's again a core IP of manufacturing company. So how do you shrink the time to market, the time to develop a new product? How do you collaborate across functions? There is a consistent pressure on that. The core manufacturing, there's always kind of focus on that. OE, LE, operational like effectiveness. You're juggling with availability, performance, quality, cost. So I think in each line of business and function, there are so much complexities, and manufacturing being kind of a legacy industry has invested a lot in technology from decades before, in either ERP system, the value business specific system and so on, and you can't just do away or get even that. So having those system of records, but even above that, how do you build a platform, with AI to kind of help you act on some of these, forces, internal and external, and thrive in today's environment. I think that's the focus and context, and there we will break it down. Like I said, we could discuss on manufacturing, IT, OB convergence. We could then go to the supply chain side, and then go to the customer dealer, part of it and so on. But overall, this is the context, and would be happy to learn.